Welcome to Brightwells. My name's Toby Service. I run the classic car department here at Brightwells. I've been involved in these auctions now for 20 years-ish, or thereabouts. Been working for Brightwells for 25 years, so well-established bit of the furniture here. Well, I think Brightwells is very interesting because we have a diverse number of different auctions across the business. Obviously here, as you can see, it's very much the classic car department, the classic car side of the business. But as a business as a whole, we turn over a good 80 million or so a year. So we're very secure and established. And all our auctions now are online. Bidding takes place online, although everyone can come and have a look at all the items we've got on sale. There's always something to look at. You can always touch, feel, hear them start, and talk to one of the team, talk to me, talk to one of us, and we'll tell you all about every car in the sale. And obviously the success here at Brightwells is not only down to me at all. I've got a great team behind me, great team around me, which is brilliant. Some of them are very good at certain things, certain traditional E-type, 60s, 70s stuff. And then others are better with the more pre-war cars. Some are better with the motorbikes and the more modern classics. You'll meet them all and they'll tell you all about themselves.
My name's James Dennison. I've been here nearly as long as Toby, since 2005 in fact. Yeah, the auction had barely started when I joined Brightwells, so I kind of got it all going. I've been here ever since and my enthusiasm remains undimmed. But I'm a consigner really. So, you know, my life involves driving around to see clients, opening barns in Wales and Shropshire, finding lots of treasures. My personal taste in cars is for the 1960s, because I was born in 1962, and I think people generally are kind of drawn to the cars of their childhood, really. And I like the aesthetic of the 60s, just the lines of the cars and everything. But I do like 90s coupes, big V8s. But as I've got older, I have become to appreciate the pre-war cars, especially because, you know, they are designed to last a lifetime and longer, and I really admire them for that. It's nice working for Brightwells. If you can go anywhere in Herefordshire and say that you work for Brightwells, and they immediately sort of put you in a context and they like you. So you are like sort of part of the community, and it is a bit like working for a family firm, really. People tend to come here when they're 18 years old and, you know, 70 years later, God, they're still here.
My name's James Booth and I'm a consigner for classic cars. So driving around the country, having a little look at people's classic cars, valuing them and basically hoping to take them into the auction. My specialisms of cars is I'm very much more Porsche orientated. I've had Porsches for many years. I own a couple of my own. I worked for them for 7 years. I also love BMWs. Currently doing a BMW E30 touring up at the moment. Drive an E36. Then I've also got an RS6. So I do like anything German. I'm very much into my Germans and your sort of 80s to 2000s in the German league. Brightwells is very relaxed. It's very much a family-orientated establishment. We try and be very fair. We don't overestimate. We manage expectations for buyers and sellers. And we just try and sort of walk them through the process nice and smoothly, so as at the end of it, everybody's happy. I have to be as honest as possible. From my background of the motor trade for sort of 35 years of selling cars, you've got to be honest with people, because if you upset one person, 50 people hear about it. If you do one good thing, one person hears about it. So you can't afford to upset anybody, especially in this world. But there's not one car here I wouldn't be happy to own.
My name's Dave Tassell and I'm one of the consigners at Brightwells in Leominster. It's a really nice environment. I really enjoy interactions with the buyers, the sellers. It's basically like talking with your mates down the pub about cars all day long. So I can't really call it work. And for me, I'm on two wheels quite a lot of the time as well. So we're sort of growing the bike market because none of the others can ride. It's great, they all come to me. They're a nice team to work with. We treat every car as if it's our own. We are all car people. It's not just a business, you know. Something will come in and you'd be like, I always wanted one of these back in, you know, in the day in the 90s. So the excitement levels are quite high and there's a good sort of energy about the whole thing. I'm a bit of a poacher turned gamekeeper. I've restored lots of cars over the years in my past and then put them actually into Brightwells to sell. So moving onto the other side, it's great. You've seen all the little tricks, what actually people like, special models, things like that. Personally, I'm into the sort of late 90s because that's the things I wanted back in the day and longed for. And for me, although I know the classics and I've had my hands on them and around them for many, many years, I like a classic or a modern classic that you could actually use as a vehicle, you know, and to be honest, if I was a car, I'd want to be used. I want to go on road trips and see all these fantastic places. I think people come here because we're like a sort of family. When looking at the history, we've got a lot of people who have bought and sold with Brightwells for many, many years and come back again. They'll buy a car, they'll live with it for 5 years, and then they'll bring it back to us to help it find a new home, and then the story continues. You know, we're only custodians of these vehicles after all.
So my name is Jack Perrin, and my official title here is Classic Garage Coordinator, which sounds very posh, but essentially I physically look after all the cars here, see them in, look after them throughout the sale and see them out again. I also muck in with taking photos, descriptions, keeping the cars clean, a little bit of spannering here and when necessary, so a little bit of everything. So I was a Top Gear kid, I was at that age group, so I'm still massively into anything performance from 2000 to like 2015, 2010 stuff. I've got a real soft spot for anything 50s, 60s. I've got a Mark II Jag and an MGA coupe I'm restoring, so I've got quite an affinity with cars, British stuff mainly, but then also a lot of the modern classics as well, just because I am that bit younger. My dad used to bring me here, so I was coming here from like the age of probably 12 or 13. I have been to other auction houses, all the rest of it. I've personally bought and sold with Brightwells numerous times, even before I worked here. I think the main thing for me and why I personally recommend us is everything, a lot of things moving online, and it's part of the times, which is just what it is. But I always describe us as a hybrid. We keep up with all the things with the photos, the descriptions, videos, that if you are bidding, buying remote, you know, we're giving you as much as we can. But also we have physical viewing days, and I'm really, even though I'm younger, I'm really old fashioned with how I buy and recommend someone to look at a classic car. And you can come and physically get underneath them, you can get underneath them with a torch, you can start them, you can have a good look at them, which you can't do at all auction houses. And you're not buying a ticket to get into a car show to then buy a ticket to get a catalogue to then go look at a car. When I started here, one of the things I heard in the office really early on was that if you don't have trust, you don't have an auction. As much as classic cars, you know, as brilliant as they are, and you need to know what you're looking for and what you're buying, I genuinely think we are as honest as it gets.